Poindexter. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, and crew members in good standing, welcome back to the Stephen Ian Project. My name is Ian. Now, before I get into the video, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. Should you watch the whole video, if you like it, I want you to hit the like button. You can either hit the thumbs up or you can hit the thumbs down thing. Should you like it enough to like it, maybe you should subscribe. And you like it, you subscribe to it, maybe you share the video. And if you like it, share it, subscribe it. Why don't you hit the bell icon above? That gives you notification of the next video so that you're ready to run for the hills when you see another crappy video from the Stephen Ian Project. And go ahead and comment either way down below. I mean, don't go full troll. If you got some evil things to say, I guess just say it. Nonetheless, leave a comment either way. From what I understand, it helps the algorithm to help you find us, or something like that. I don't know. It's all science and magic to me. Either way, on with the video. Friends, I am here to steal a page out of Steve's playbook, and I'm going to tell you a story. Now, this story takes place in New York City. Full disclosure, both Steve and I are from New York City. Steve is a Bronx boy. I'm a Brooklyn boy. Now, this is a true story that transpired a couple weeks ago. It all happened on the subway platform. Now, when you're from a city with a subway, like London, Paris, Chicago, DC, you see stuff on the subway. Some real shit. This is some real shit I saw on the subway. Now, it was the start of my weekend, and I'm heading home. I have to take like 3 trains and 8 buses to get home. So I get on the train, I make my first train, I get to the connection, I run, I go up and down, and I get to my connecting train platform, and I'm cruising to my spot. Now, when you live in a city with a subway system, you know what your spot is. Your spot is dictated by what exactly you want to do when you get off that train. Do you want to get to the exits quick as you can up the stairs? Or do you want to find a seat? Me, I go for the seat. So I'm on the platform, cruising to my spot. This isn't the first time I'm going home and I see some real life happening. I remember one time in the 90s, I'm cruising down the platform on the L train. I'm going to my spot on the L train platform. I'm at First Avenue. I get to my spot, and opposite me, there's a dumpster. Now, when you have a dumpster on any given subway platform, well, in New York, I don't know about other cities, that is your public urinal. Now, that's going to be where you go when you've had too much to drink, you've had a lot of beers, or you're trying to get somewhere and there's no bathroom in sight. You go behind a dumpster in a corner and pee on the rats. So I'm looking to the opposite platform, and there I see something I never thought I'd see. People, human people, sitting down with the wet and dry piss where the rats fuck. And these are some young kids who are younger than me at this point. And what are they doing? They're cooking up and shooting up. I watched this girl with a lighter and a spoon. And she truly had a lighter and a spoon. I watched her cook up a hit. I guess her boyfriend drew it. And he was already strapped up. And he stuck it in there. And I watched him draw a little bit out. And drew and in and out and in and out until he had his hit. And I watched the wave wash over this kid as he sat there in the wet and dry human piss where the rats fuck. And I stood there and I watched this. I watched this human drama unfold. What could I say? What could I do? I mean, I was at my spot. I was not moving from my spot because my train was coming. I was at my spot. Their recreational activities aren't affecting me directly because they're on the opposite platform, sitting in the wet and dry human piss where the rats fuck. Now, this is not the story I aim to tell you. It's just a little appetizer. So you know, when you're on the subway, you're going to see some shit. But I've also seen some cool shit. One time I was on the one train going downtown and I look across the car and there's Michael Imperioli sitting there. I looked, he caught me looking at him, I nodded at him, smiled, he nodded back, and I was like, cool. Because one of the things you do as a New Yorker is you don't bother anybody because you don't want to be bothered because you have shit to do yourself. And you know because you got shit to do, that person probably got shit to do too. And he ain't got time for you and your bullshit, and you ain't got time for his bullshit either. Another time on the L train, I sat next to Janine Garofalo. That was pretty cool. The entire car saw her come in. She sat down. Nobody said shit to her. The next 2 stops, got off and went about my life. I got shit to do. Now, these stories are neither here nor there. I'm really traumatized by what I saw on the platform this particular day, so I'm really trying to ease my way into this story. So this particular day, I'm cruising home. It's the weekend. My work week is over. All I have to do is make it home, do the laundry, and it's the weekend. So my mind is not really on any particular thing. I'm just looking to get home. And I'm walking to my spot. And my mind sees something out of the corner of my eye, and my brain is like, don't look. But another part of my brain is, you better look. And I'm like, I shouldn't look. And I looked. And I see this homeless man. Now, with the global health crisis and everything, we have a large spike of homeless people on the streets and platforms. So it wasn't unusual, because every time I go to this platform, there's usually 4 on one platform and 4 on the opposite platform. This particular day, I look over and I see this guy, and he's digging around by his ankles. He's got some kind of bag. He's got a bag and he's digging in his bag. He's bent right over and he's digging down in his bag. And he's digging. It's down by his ankles. And it's not a bag. It's not a bag. It's his pants. His pants are down by his ankles, and he's digging down in his pants. His pants are down by his ankles. He's digging in his pants. And my eyes are moving up. I'm like, don't look. Don't move up, eyes. Don't move up, eyes. Why are you moving up, eyes? Eyes, don't move up. And as I'm moving up his legs, seeing his calves, seeing his thighs, and then I see what I knew I didn't want to see. Winky brown eye. Butthole to Jesus, just butthole up to the sky, as if he was trying to tan it on the fluorescent lights of the subway platform. And they're like just hanging like some kind of beard under his winky brown eye, or his dick and balls, just the meat and potatoes everywhere, floppy meat and potatoes, just flopping everywhere. And there's other people on the platform, women with children. It's like rush hour, so there's a lot of people on the platform, and here he is, winky brown eye, just kind of like cocking his ass up in the air, digging down by his ankles. The last time I saw a man so free with himself was when I saw a man taking a shit in Madison Square Park. Now, why did I tell you this story? Because I'm traumatized, and I want company in hell. That just reminds me of the times my friends used to berate me for not watching Seinfeld or Friends and things like that. Shows where people are running around New York like that girl. You know, all joyful. You may have watched Seinfeld, but I watched a man take a shit in Madison Square Park. You may have watched Felicity back in the day. I sat and watched 2 young kids shoot up heroin where the humans piss and the rats fuck. You may have watched one of many TV shows or movies depicting wonderful, carefree lives in New York City. I stared, unblinking, into the dark abyss of a man's asshole as his dick and balls flopped around. We each see the New York we see, and we each experience life the way it's presented. I need help. But I'm still not moving. We got Central Park, we got museums, we got theaters. Well, the theaters are all closed right now, but we used to have theaters and all that stuff. So with all that said, come to New York, enjoy the sights and the sounds. All I know is I didn't have to smell it, so it's a good thing. I guess you gotta be grateful. All right, well, thank you for coming and watching that. We hope you enjoyed it as much as Steve and I enjoyed making it. Now tune in next week. We're going to enjoy some more stories by my good friend, Mr. Steve. But until then, we want you to make sure you do a couple things for us. If you're not feeling well, stay at home. Get tested often. Make sure you maintain some social distance. Wear a mask. And above all, wash your hands. We hope you're safe. We hope you're doing well. We hope you're taking care of yourselves. We love you. We'll see you soon.